Hello YouTube, Damien here and welcome to episode 3 of The Story here with Adelaide United. Today we have the original rivalry, Melbourne Victory are in town, and this is a very big occasion when you are a South Australian. This is the game that kind of makes the A-League probably the biggest rivalry in the A-League. Some will also say Sydney FC and Melbourne have quite a rivalry because of them usually fighting it out for the title. But in terms of like state v state rivalries, this is as big as it gets. A lot of fanfare, a lot of electric atmospheres that have been had at Coopers or Highmarsh Stadium in the past. And usually the travelling away supporters in Melbourne are usually very good value as well. I personally actually like them coming over because you get quite a good bit of banter and get a quite good sense of an occasion of football, which you kind of sometimes find lacking in Australia. But it's Melbourne Victory. And here we go. Since we last met, we have some unfortunate news. We're going to start there first. Craig Goodwin, one of our most, one of our most key players, one of our biggest players, tore his hamstring and is out for the next 6 weeks to 2 months. So we've lost one of our biggest players straight off the bat. Since then as well, after a 1-1 draw versus Perth Glory, we've been consistently, meh. 1-1 draw against Melbourne City and very lucky to get a 1-1 draw here. Played very poor, took a lead in the end. I shut up shop in the 75th minute. Said, close the doors, take your draw, take your medicine, it's not our day. Considering we played them 2 weeks ago at Coopers in the same stadium and pumped them in pre-season, and their team, their only change was they moved Lecky and had McLaren in the side starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players started in that friendly. Don't know why the difference, but there you go. And then we played Brisbane Roar in this game, wanted me to pull my hair out. Dominant, even though it doesn't look too dominant, the chances we missed were ridiculous. XG of 2.448. Their first highlight was their goal. And basically their only highlight. They had an offside goal in the 93rd minute that was quite clearly off. We had Javi Lopez's goal be ruled offside by about that much was correct, and Touré's was slightly offside too, but all very good build-up play. We always looked like the team that was either going to win it, and then next minute found ourselves behind. Bernardo got his first ever goal for the club, which is great. The 17-year-old did pretty well, which is fantastic, but we had to go to the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond to go to up top to find a goal. Bernardo played an 10 in that when we did that, and maybe something to think about if this game's level, that maybe, because we haven't won a game in the A-League, we might go after Melbourne Victory. Guess the only thing we'll say is we got a straight out good, even goal difference. We've got 3 points for 3 games. We're yet to lose in the league. So, you know what? It's kind of like our league season starts today. Only problem is, in a 26 league game season, if you start slowly and start trying to play catch up, there's not many games to be catching up in. A 38 game season, you might find something. 26 game season, you start slow for the first 6 to 10 games, you're in trouble. And you're gonna have to find out fast where you sit. Apart from that, though, there's not much really else to say. Melbourne have played unbelievably well. In real life, they're very hit and miss side at the moment. But look, we'll see how we go. In terms of the team, that's your best 11. One day's travelling. He's going to Spain. He wanted an 8K a week contract. We can't afford that in the A-League, so he's joining some Spanish third division side in 6 months' time. So be it. Delyanov is in goals. Javi Lopez starts. One day and Jacobson will play together because they're still very good. And Kiddo's had to go to left back because of the injury to Craig Goodwin. Isaias, Louis Arrigo, and Josh will play again. This is the position I'm really worrying about. We don't really seem to have that second midfielder that can help run a game. Louis Elise looks decent. Isaias is Isaias, very good player. Mo Toure has not done much yet to speak of. Bernardo, we've kind of just thrown out there because of injury. And Zach Clough really has found it very hard to find any sort of creativity. For a 4-3 that was creating and looking very good in pre-season, now look like a side that's starting to lack a little bit of idea. But look, if we can get into this game, keep on the ball, play against Brisbane, become a little bit more clinical, that would be good. Also do think, familiarity is only going to grow with more game time. And finally, we're seeing our team cohesion starting to grow a little bit as well. I do think when the familiarity and the cohesion increases, we will get better performances in the 4-3-3. And I've seen enough for me to persist with it for now. In terms of everybody else on the bench, we do have Hiroshi playing quite well for the reserves, and same with Nestri. But we'll leave him off right now. Maybe a case that with Goodwin out injured, we might go to a 4-1-2-1-2. because we do play with Goodwin and Ryan Kiddo. I want both of them in the team. That did take some 4-3-3. That might be a way to go. Saying that, though, this Melbourne Victory side on FM is stacked. In real life, it's not bad, but it's not as good as I think FM make it out to be. You know, you got like Lee Broxham, who's been here for like days, years it feels like. Robbie Cruz is Robbie Cruz. I don't particularly rate Robbie Cruz in real life, but there you go. Chris is unbelievable, and Francesco's Francesco. So, yeah, they've got a pretty good side. I can see why they're winning games with Josh Berlanti as well there too, the Australian as well, international. Then they got Ben Falami on the bench. Marco Rojas is just a pace. He should be more quicker. He's really quick in real life, Marco Rojas. And they got Guerra, they got Sporanovic. They've got a good side, man. So wouldn't be anything that I think we need to crazily change in terms of how we go about it. But if we're being consistent, we're going to draw this game 1-1. I just see a way where we lose this game and maybe force me to start thinking about the diamond again. I feel like we played the diamond a lot this year on FM22. If you haven't seen my stream saves, I've done one with Portugal, we played a diamond. Palermo in Italy, we played a diamond. Both very successful saves. We had a 4-4-2 that we played mostly in 1860, which was like absolutely broken during that match engine period. But yeah, look, I don't want to go to the diamond just yet. I just think the 4-3 does suit us and the type of play that we could bring into the A-League. You could fill these sort of roles. Just feel like finding an outrageous 10's quite hard to do for this level. But yeah, more importantly for me, this is what I want to see. 62% possession. We struggle for the ball against City, even though we historically play really well. Historically play really well in a friendly. When we have the ball, I believe we will create and score. And we have a highlight with Jacobson. And he finds Kiddo, looks for Diarigo. Zach Clough can get on it and hold it up nicely. And see, this is where we need to find midfielders and Clough dropping in. Perfect. Now we've got a 2v1 there. Should have Ryan Kiddo bombing on. Took a bit long to get there, but that's fine. Keeping the ball. One day stepping into the midfield. Perfect from the ball-playing defender. Lopez now. Can he get a ball into the box? Surely. Clough. Lopez. This has to go in here. Clough. Lopez. Drills it. We lead 1-0 here at Cooper Stadium as the boys run towards Manton Street to celebrate. It is 1-0. We lead. And there we go. Clough with the ball. Javi Lopez cuts it back there to Mr. Clough. Lopez again. And Luis Diarigo in the right spot as a centre mid on attack. Scores yet another goal this season. And we lead 1-0. 89% pass completion. 57% possession. And at the moment, winning 1-0 is perfectly a great spot to be in. That doesn't look anything like Cooper's. Not at all, does it, Tommy? At all, does it? But 42 minutes play, we lead 1-0. And it's Isaias to take a corner. Whips one in there. Louis heads over. Could have been 2. And there we go. At the minute, 46 minutes played. Very good half of football. Dominant half. Look, I'm happy how we've dominated possession so far. Yes, correct. Just keep on doing it that way. Force them to make an early change here at half-time. We've been the better side. Consistently, if we're being consistent, we're going to find a way to concede. But please, let's keep a clean sheet. That'd be great. Yet again, Cavallo has not had a great game. You can tell? Yeah, I think you can tell, can't you, Tommy? 100%. There's not even no characteristic. I'm going to move Bernardo back into the Mazzala role there for Josh. Josh has had another stinker. I'm actually going to bring in Hiroshi and get Zach Clough on that side as an inside forward on attack. See if we can get Zach Clough really trying to get in behind here. See if he can find moment. Hiroshi can go into that role there in the false 9, even though he doesn't like it, but that's fine. George is actually going to come out here for Kiddo. He's played a lot of minutes, and George is quite a good little left back. Rojas, ball in, cleared by one day. Hiroshi's a big 6'5" lad and can get on it and hold it up and does. Well done, Hiroshi. Javi Lopez now. Bernardo, Clough, drives. One day, needs the other left centre back. Ignored it. In the end, finds Louis. Mo Toure still quick enough to go. Gets to the byline, needs help. Cuts it. Hiroshi. Off the bench comes Hiroshi and it's 2. Just like in real life, he loves a goal. And Hiroshi off the bench at 6'5" is a man mountain. And the 4-3-3 finally has come to fruition. Mo Toure finds Hiroshi, left peg, top bin, eat your heart out. And there we go. 80 minutes played. Nestri, get a moment, buddy. Get him out there. You get young Nestri with 10 minutes to go to get a run for the first team. And Irakunda is out there at the left wing. Great little player, great baller. Rojas now, headed and over. Dim reckons most Victory fans already leaving. Maybe they are. They're definitely leaving now as they all depart towards Port Road and the tram station. We lead and win. 2-0. Unreal. Finally a win in the A-League. It's taken 4 games, but we've got a victory, a clean sheet, and we've actually finally made the possession and the pass completion count for something. In there we had a pretty good game. Delinov didn't have much to do. The back 4 did its job. Mo Toure got an assist. Louis scores another. And Hiroshi off the bench. What a finish, my lad. I think that looked pretty good. I'm happy with that. That is a very, very good performance. A good win and excellent piece of work that we needed to do there. And, so far not too bad here in the league. You lose that game and you go, oh, it's not the greatest start, 3 draws and a loss. Now you win the game and you go, you know what, with 3 draws, a win, and, a positive goal difference, and we're yet to lose this season in 4 games, and automatically it's glass half full instead of glass half empty. That's really, realistically, what that kind of was meaning was that game. Did we look at it glass half empty and go, oh, maybe we need a new system, it's not worked yet? Or, well, actually, it's going to work, just need to give it time, and we just beat Melbourne Victory, who were top going into that match day, and still are top after match day number 4. So, a really good performance. I know I did say at the end of last episode I was going to give you a Perth glory yet again as well. Main reason I'm not is I'm not going to do it in this stream, so I'll do it another time. But I'm pretty happy with that. It's been a pretty good day out. We've beaten Melbourne Victory. And look, as an Adelaide boy and as an Adelaide United fan, that's a great night out. Before we go and do anything, let's go to the team detailed here. We just want to have a look here on teams of team detailed. Average possession at the moment is kind of Wellington Phoenix. For a side that are meant to be playing possession-based football, you can see we haven't been at our best yet. We have the best pass completion of 90% in the league, but we have burnt the ball a little bit more. 90% but only 50% possession. In our pre-season games, including the Victory and Western Sydney Wonder game specifically, we did keep the ball quite well. So, something to maybe look at. If you're having a look at... apparently, away form 2 draws is apparently the best in the league. I would say Sydney FC with 1 win is pretty good. We've scored 4 games in a row, which is great. No one else in the A-League. Yeah, look, that's Perth Glory, Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC, Western United, and Macarthur have yet to really do that. Me and Melbourne are the only 2 teams without losing game in our first 4 as well. But, 1.25 goals per game is our average. 6 goals. We're already on 5 goals, so that's not too bad as well. Expected goals for is 5.5. And, no one's really outperforming the XG. A lot of time you can see 5.48 goals for us there and be on 10 goals. So there you are. Macarthur have not scored a goal in 210 minutes. Poor souls. There you go. But yeah, we're doing alright. In terms of that, I don't think there's anything else really to set there. Allowed defensively, Sydney FC have not yet allowed a goal. So that's pretty impressive. Expected goals against. I think that's the one. Ours is 2.91. We've conceded 3 goals, just slightly higher than that. And probably will find a way to be higher even more so going forward. But you know what? That's not too bad as well. It's just always nice having a look at statistics and updating that. And we're actually doing well. 10,000 at Coopers is really pretty decent in real life. So yeah, pretty happy with that as well. But look, lads, that's going to be the end of this episode here. Quick little rundown of what's going on. In terms of scouting and transfers, I'm not buying anybody. We've got a salary cap. We've got 4K we could spend in it. I don't think we're really going to do too much. And on top of that, there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's going to be the episode. In terms of when we come back next time, I think we are, as much as it might be boring, we've got to come back for the double-headed Melbourne Victory games because they're massive in terms of the derby. And then start picking a game against Sydney FC when we get them. And, to be quite fair, we don't play Sydney FC till the February. Yeah, that's huge. And then we play Sydney FC. We only play Sydney FC twice. That's a win. But yeah, look, when we let it next come, it's probably going to be Melbourne Victory and City again as a double-headed special. And then the episode after that will be Sydney FC. That's kind of the plan. Till then, though, YouTube, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. And as always, down below is the links below to the Twitch and the Discord. So if you do want to come and interact live, go find us there. But like, subscribe. Until next time, we've beaten Victory in the original derby in the A-League. Things looking half full, not half empty. And I think we're on our way finally to maybe mounting a bit of an A-League championship push.